The summer transfer window has once again burst into life for Chelsea, and this time it is a story of both departures and arrivals that has the entire fan base buzzing with emotion. Fabrizio Romano has just confirmed that Xavi Simons has officially completed his Chelsea medical, putting him one step away from being unveiled as a Blue. At the same time, another important piece of news is circulating across the Premier League. Axel Disasi, the French defender who joined Chelsea not long ago, is now set to join Bournemouth in a deal worth £23 million. These two stories, happening side by side, perfectly illustrate Chelsea's clear, calculated strategy under Enzo Maresca, streamlining the squad while securing the future with young world-class talents. Let us begin with Xavi Simons, because his name has been on the lips of every Chelsea fan for weeks. The Dutch star, admired for his creativity, versatility, and fearless energy, has now taken the most crucial step before his official unveiling, completing his Chelsea medical tests. Romano's iconic words, "Here we go," are expected to soon follow with the full announcement, but fans can already celebrate the fact that the dream is becoming a reality. After holding off offers from Manchester City, Bayern Munich, PSG, and several Premier League rivals, Simons has remained unwavering in his commitment to join Chelsea. He wanted Stamford Bridge, he wanted Maresca's project, and now he has passed his medical, sealing his move. For supporters, it is not just the arrival of another player, it is the arrival of someone who has chosen Chelsea above all, and that loyalty is worth gold. Simons brings something Chelsea have been craving for years, a midfield engine capable of dictating tempo while also creating chaos in the final third. At just 21 years of age, he has already dazzled at PSV, RB Leipzig, and the Dutch national team, showing maturity beyond his years. Maresca is said to be thrilled by the idea of placing him alongside Cole Palmer, Estevão, and the rest of Chelsea's dynamic attack. Fans are already dreaming of fluid football, devastating counter-attacks, and moments of magic that Stamford Bridge has been longing for. The medical completion has now sparked waves of excitement on social media, with Chelsea supporters flooding timelines with chants, edits, and celebrations of their new star. While fans rejoice over Simons, Chelsea are also busy shaping their defensive structure. Axel Disasi, the French international who signed from Monaco just last year, is set to join Bournemouth for a fee of £23 million. The deal makes sense for both sides. Bournemouth gain a strong Premier League proven centre-back, while Chelsea continue to refine their squad depth, allowing space for other defenders and balancing their financial model. Disasi's time at Chelsea was marked by mixed moments. His powerful presence and leadership were evident, but with the Blues adding depth and preparing for new defensive options, the decision has been made to let him go. Supporters will remember his fight and professionalism, but this move also highlights the ruthless clarity Chelsea are now showing in their transfer dealings. Romano's confirmations carry a special weight, and this double development, the completion of Simons' medical and the Disasi exit, marks a turning point. Chelsea are no longer scrambling or uncertain in the market. They are stable, precise, and ambitious. Every decision is tied to Maresca's vision. Dynamic players who can dominate possession, tactical flexibility, and a squad that can fight at the very top of the Premier League. Simons embodies the future, while the sale of Disasi frees up resources and space for additional reinforcements in defence. Reports suggest that Chelsea are already in talks for further defensive signings, with names like Alessandro Bastoni linked, and this sale provides the perfect foundation for that next big step. For the fans, this moment feels like a celebration of balance. They get to welcome a superstar in Xavi Simons, whose medical clearance means it's only a matter of time before he's unveiled in Chelsea blue, while also seeing the club take smart, strategic steps in moving on players like Disasi, who, though valuable, are no longer essential to the project. Stamford Bridge is alive with excitement, the training ground is buzzing with anticipation, and Maresca's press conferences are filled with optimism about the direction the club is heading. It is rare for two stories to collide in a way that tells a bigger narrative, but that is exactly what Chelsea are offering now. On one side, the thrilling arrival of one of Europe's brightest young talents, officially one step from being announced as a Blue. On the other, the smart trimming of the squad, making space for more reinforcements and ensuring financial strength. Chelsea are not just buying players, they are building a dynasty. So here it is. Disasi to Bournemouth for £23. Transfer madness has erupted in West London, and Stamford Bridge is once again the beating heart of the summer window as the most dramatic set of moves have just unfolded. Chelsea have sent shockwaves through the footballing world with the exits of both Christopher Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson, while at the same time pulling off one of the most mouth-watering signings in years, as Fabrizio Romano has just confirmed that Xavi Simons has officially signed for Chelsea. This is the moment that fans have been waiting for, the moment that was whispered in rumours, reported in fragments, and now shouted with full voice. Simons is blue, and the new era has begun. The departures themselves tell the story of a club evolving at speed. Christopher Nkunku, who arrived at Chelsea with big expectations, will now leave to Bayern Munich as part of a carefully managed deal that opened the door for the arrival of Xavi Simons. Meanwhile, Nicholas Jackson, the Senegalese forward who had a season full of both promise and frustration, has been confirmed to be leaving for Newcastle United. Jackson's exit, for a significant fee, not only reshapes the Chelsea attack, but also funds the space and balance needed to strengthen key areas across the squad. These moves were not made lightly. They are a statement of intent, showing Chelsea's commitment to reshaping their team in line with Enzo Maresca's tactical vision. But the headline, the one that has fans singing in the streets of London, is the signing of Xavi Simons. Fabrizio Romano's confirmation has ended weeks of speculation, silenced all doubt, and brought joy to supporters who had prayed that the Dutch wonderkid would choose Stamford Bridge above all others. Despite approaches from Bayern, PSG, and even Manchester City, Simons has remained steadfast in his choice. His dream has always been Chelsea, and now it is reality. This is not just another signing, this is a foundational piece of the project. Simons is only 21 years old, but he brings creativity, vision, and a rare maturity that could anchor Chelsea's midfield for years to come. For Enzo Maresca, this is the moment where his words and plans come to life. The Chelsea boss has been clear that he wants players who are not only technically gifted, but mentally prepared to carry the badge with pride. Xavi Simons embodies that philosophy. Maresca sees him as a player who can dictate tempo, unlock defences, and thrive in the Premier League's intensity. In training sessions to come, Simons will likely form an exciting link-up with Cole Palmer, Estevão, and the rest of Chelsea's attacking talents. Supporters are already dreaming of the combinations, the fluid passing, and the explosive attacking football that Stamford Bridge will soon witness. Romano's words carry weight because he has not just reported the deal. He has underlined how determined Simons was to make this happen. The Dutchman closed the door to every other suitor, even when more established, trophy-heavy clubs came knocking. That loyalty resonates deeply with Chelsea fans, who have been craving not just talent, but commitment. In Simons, they have found both. His arrival signals more than a new signing. It signals a player who wants to be the face of Chelsea's future. Meanwhile, Nkunku's departure to Bayern will be remembered as a bittersweet moment. The Frenchman had shown flashes of brilliance, but injuries and tactical shifts left him unable to make the impact many hoped for. Yet his move created the financial and structural opening for Chelsea to move decisively on Simons. Jackson's move to Newcastle too feels like the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. His energy and determination were appreciated, but his inconsistency meant Chelsea could not fully rely on him. Now, with his sale confirmed, Chelsea's forward line can be rebuilt with precision. The mood in West London could not be more electric. Fans are flooding social media with celebratory posts. Simons' highlight reels are trending worldwide, and the excitement is spreading from Stamford Bridge to every corner of the Chelsea faithful across the globe. Chants for Simons are already being rehearsed, and the anticipation of his debut is almost unbearable. This is more than just a transfer. This is a turning point in Chelsea's modern era. Transfer madness, indeed. Two big names out, one future superstar in. Fabrizio Romano has sealed it with his iconic confirmation. Xavi Simons is a Chelsea player. Enzo Maresca's vision is being built brick by brick, and the Blues have never looked more alive. Stamford Bridge is on fire, the fans are united, and a new story has begun. One that promises glory, creativity, and a Chelsea side ready to take on the world. It is still shocking to many across Europe how Xavi Simons has made his decision so clear, so firm, and so emotional. He only wants Chelsea. No matter how many clubs have circled around him this summer, no matter how tempting the offers from Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, or other elite sides may have been, the Dutch superstar has shown an unwavering commitment to one dream, and that dream wears blue. From the very first day, negotiations began. Whispers emerged that Simons was fixed on Chelsea, but as the weeks passed and the rumours of other clubs' interest grew louder, fans began to wonder whether he might change his mind. Yet, with Fabrizio Romano confirming the story again and again, it is now crystal clear. Simons has shut all doors, closed all distractions, and told the footballing world that Chelsea is the only destination he is waiting for. What makes this story even sweeter for Chelsea fans is how manager Enzo Maresca has spoken about it. The Italian coach, who has already started stamping his philosophy on the team with precision and belief, could not hide his excitement when asked about Simons. Maresca confirmed that talks were moving in the right direction, that Chelsea had been patient but deliberate, and that he himself was preparing to welcome a player who fits perfectly into his tactical vision. When the Chelsea boss talks about Simons, his words are filled with admiration, as if he already sees him orchestrating plays at Stamford Bridge, linking up with Cole Palmer, feeding Estevao on the wing, and driving Chelsea forward with the creativity and control that the Blues have craved in midfield for years. For Maresca to openly confirm that Simons is coming shows just how far this deal has come, and it gives fans even more reason to believe this transfer is more than just speculation. It is reality taking shape before their eyes. And then there is Fabrizio Romano, the ever-reliable voice in the world of transfers, the man whose confirmations bring a sense of finality to rumours. Romano has been consistent. Simons has always kept Chelsea as his top priority. He has rejected approaches from some of Europe's biggest and most glamorous clubs because his heart is set on one thing: playing for Chelsea. That kind of loyalty is rare in the modern transfer world, where players are often swayed by money or prestige. For Simons, the attraction is different. It is about the project, about the opportunity to grow as a leader in a young, hungry team, and about the chance to make Stamford Bridge his stage for the next decade. Romano's repeated confirmation has cemented the belief among Chelsea fans that they are not just hoping anymore. They are counting down the days until the announcement is official. For Chelsea fans, this story feels almost too good to be true. After years of turbulence, rebuilds, and questions about direction, they are now seeing their club attract one of the brightest young stars in world football, a player who could easily have chosen Manchester City to work under Pep Guardiola, or Bayern Munich to dominate the Bundesliga, but instead has chosen to be part of Chelsea's journey. And that is what makes this moment so special. Chelsea is no longer just reacting in the market. They are setting the agenda, convincing top players that their future belongs in blue. The excitement in London is already electric. Fans on social media are celebrating Romano's confirmations, sharing videos of Simons' brilliance, and imagining the way he will transform Chelsea's midfield. Outside Stamford Bridge, supporters talk about him as if he has already arrived, dreaming of the first time he steps out in the Chelsea shirt, the roar of the crowd greeting him, and the new chapter that will begin for the club. For many, this is not just a signing, it is a turning point. Still shocking, still beautiful, and still confirmed, Xavi Simons wants only Chelsea. Enzo Maresca has spoken with belief, Fabrizio Romano has given his seal, and the footballing world is watching as Stamford Bridge prepares to welcome a star who could define an era. This is not just another transfer saga. This is Chelsea building a future, and Simons is at the very heart of it.